Greetings, salutations, and welcome to today's deck. But first, I have a confession. I ranked up off stream. I feel a little bad about it. I was testing out various decks that we could play, and I was in the snake of rank 2. Well, let's try this deck. Okay, it won a couple. I think that's ready. Let's just try this other deck. Played a couple. Won a couple. Okay, that worked. Let's try this other deck. Just new decks to try to keep the rank close for like a recording, but maybe beat it down so we could try to get it. Or show you guys the rank up process. And then I played that third deck and I ranked up again. Wasn't really watching it, and before I knew it, I was rank 1. So, we're rank 1 now. And we're going to be, over the next couple days, just had to look at my calendar real quick, we're going to be going through the various decks that kind of got me here to rank 1 and see if we can hit Legend. So, today's deck. Sorcerous Crabs. So what it is it is a animal sorcerer deck that also uses factotums. Slaughterfish spawning, giant slaughterfish, dwarven dynamo, little bit of Dark Rebirth and Night to Remember thrown in, as well as the Fabricant synergies from both Shulk Fabricant and Hulking Fabricant. So, with that said, let's take it to ladder. And I think when I was doing questing, I got one of those packs, so we'll open it up once we're done with stream today. Stream? Recording. We will open it when we're done with recording today. Oh, kitties are doing a munch. Give me a second. I tried to tire them out before I did recording today, and by tire them out, I mean I took their toy and did a play with them. Ernst enjoyed it. Farkas sometimes plays, sometimes doesn't. He's a little weird. But we all knew that. Alright. Just gonna say this is deck buff. We should be favored. I only run 2 of those other 1-cost crabs. And that's a curve. This is a really good opener. I think I only run 2 of those 1-cost crabs. The couple different decks we were playing were crab-themed decks. He can have salvage. I think we're ringing out the mammoth next turn. Probably field lane. As long as he's not opposing with lethal. Skinned Hound I'm going to use to trick up the health on one of our creatures when I need it for trading. Or if he threatens to trade himself, we can turn Mammoth into a 4/6 guard. I'm assuming there's going to be an oppose this turn, even if it's just a guard.
Whisper your need to the scales.
Why is that in the shadow lane? He can force it to battle, but he can't shift lanes with it because there's no green. I think we're going to carry face. I don't really see a threat from that. Prophecy, on the other hand, is unfortunate. Just play out double 2-drops. Try to buff up our mammoth. That prophecy was unfortunate. Next turn, with double neutral in play, there's a high likelihood we'll be able to play Hulking Fabricant. Alright, ate a Mummify. And he's going face. That's cute. He thinks he can race me. Just boop him for 4. I don't think he's in a place to do racing. Dragon's gonna help, but...
Did I stutter or something?
We draw power from their blood.
No, I'm just gonna throw out more power.
The hip shall heal you.
He is set up for a rage next turn, so I do want to trade with that lane.
You must pay to pass unhindered.
But it wouldn't be... I think we're going to trade because I get a blood magic spell out of it. Do I? No, I don't, unless I squish my own creature. I can do that. For a blood magic spell, I can do that.
You will feed my clan.
Oh, I just missed lethal. You know, don't judge me, it's early. There we go. We've got a Drain Life in hand and a Mechanar's Will. We won't be punished. This deck is too good to be punished.
There's a plan. There's always a plan. Claws out. No quarter.
You will
Just need to put him down within Drain Life. We'll let the Mummy get the last hit.
victory.
Nope, game over. Alright, so from a missed lethal into a lethal. That's acceptable. Attack and destroy creatures with dragons? 1. Oh, I forgot. Yeah, we did rank down into the Serpent. As I continued testing other decks. Use up what little water we've got left. Stay hydrated. It is good for you. 1 out of 1 Farkases recommend water. Up against a Empire list. Again on ring. Last time we really didn't need the ring, as our curve smoothed out perfectly. And I kept Enraged Mudcrab this time as it was the only thing I really had to play if things went sideways. I might end up ringing both of those crabs out as well to deal with a Barrow Stalker should he have acquired one.
Talking mud crab merchant. Read my lips. Mouth paws.
This is an interesting decision here. I think I'm going to give him the Burning Touch. Because it's 3 Magicka, deal 2 damage. And I'll be able to get this down as a better creature. And we're going to hope we draw a 2-drop or a 3-drop. Assembled Titan is really good to have in hand. Elixir of Light Feet. I like where this is going. We did not draw anything useful. Warhardened Sense will come down with the +1/+1. I really want to actually use it to battle a creature.
Training is over. It's time to act.
Did I stutter or something?
Alright, let's play out our giant slaughterfish. See if it sticks. I imagine there's an edict in our future, though. Which is fine. We then use Warhardened Khajiit to clear that.
How can I serve?
So he's going to use that.
Silent as a shadow.
He's going to give both creatures in that lane Shadow,
Defeat me.
so that he can take out the Slaughterfish next turn. Let's push some hurt into a Prophecy. We've gotten really unlucky with Prophecies recently.
It is a fine day to fight.
Alright, just clear that out of there. Just in case he's doing shenanigans with deck buff. Imperial Might. See, I like this guy's deck, but we're about to assemble Titan his face. We're gonna go full aggro with this.
How can I serve? Onward! Look, did I stutter or something?
And we'll be able to grab Breakthrough on these guys. I'm not really worried about damage-based removal in his colors, given that he's lacking blue.
Time to ride!
And we've got 6 damage held in hand. Obviously, not all of it gets played next turn. We can actually only play one of it next turn.
Acknowledge.
6, 7, 8, 9. That puts us 1 off lethal. Unless we draw a cheap Factotum. 2 off lethal unless we draw our cheap Factotum. And that's not a cheap Factotum. And that is yet a second Prophecy. Alright, so he's able to give Guard. Alright, we have 4 damage in our hand for next turn. Factotums are winning the day for us here. We'll see how much health he can get back from Bruma, though. If he had Edict, he would have used it already. In my personal opinion. So he's going to trade away his 1/3 guard so that I can't break through onto it.
Come on.
But that gives us lethal still.
Into the breach. I have no patience for fools.
No, we've got more than lethal. I don't think... I value robot lives. No robot needs to die, so we're just going to play out 2 robots, finish them. Don't look at that guy and see someone who's disposable. See him for the true robot that he really is. Alright, so 2 wins has us out of the snake. We'll go for a game 3. We're only 14 minutes in. I really need to refill my water. And I'm filming too early to have bourbon. I'll refill it before I go and film future videos. Because otherwise I'll sit here and you guys will get to listen to like 3 or 4 days of me whining about water. Okay. High level monk. That's the start of a curve. A curve that actually does relatively well versus Pilfer. Because that'll contest field and he won't adequately be able to contest it. Question is he Pilfer monk? Or is he actually a control monk? Goblin monk? Yeah. He's going with the aggro goblin monk. Shulk makes a really nice next turn play.
They make it too easy.
So runs executes. Channeled Storm is glorious. Four, huh?
I'll try to draw their fire.
I think we're going to need to prophecy out of this at this point. I've got to keep up with the race, and that's how I keep up. Next turn we have 5, which is a Assembled Sentry and Channeled Storm. That allows us to clear the 4-4. 2-1 trades with 4-2. Nope, looks like he is trading with our crab.
Hardly a challenge. Care to make a friendly way?
We zap that. Just put up a cheap guard. It gives all our other factotums guard.
Your feet.
Now I just have to find a way to give him lethal. Oh, it's over. Maybe you'll get something good.
Mud crab, merchant, read my lips. Mouth paw.
Just wear him out via attrition. Lesser Ward is a decent pickup. If he's got another Execute or Removal, I think it's going to be the final tool here. Tempo is the ultimate enemy of all things Sorcerer. And that's what we're running into right now. A very well designed and executed Tempo Monk. Has him one off lethal. Question is, can we close it out? I think so. I think I can actually lock this down. So we Skinned Hound over here. Alright, we're going to be playing 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. So I have 2 Magicka remaining. So what if, instead of playing Skinned Hound, I play Dwarven Dynamo? 4, 5, 6, 7. That gives me a guard in the field lane, 2 guards in shadow. He has the Swift Strike in hand. Yeah. I think we played that as best we could. Very well played by our opponent. We'll go for one more, see if we can go 3 wins, 1 loss. That would be acceptable. The lack of hard control on the ladder is going to make tempo decks like that possible. Like against a tribunal opponent, that deck gets eaten alive. I'd give it fair odds versus Dagoth. What am I expecting here? Dominion's always a bit of a puzzle for me. I've seen Burst Dominion, I've seen so many different types of combo Dominion. If he plays 1-drop, he's Burst Dominion. I'm expecting to be able to play the first card with Assembled Sentry for health. If he's Burst, we play Reflective Automaton to oppose. The extra health will help us combat blue damage-based removal. Get a good crab out there. Possibly ringing out Slaughterfish spawning, provided I think I can do it. Curse-based removal, huh? First time we actually got Slaughterfish spawning out in this recording. That makes me happy. Win or lose, happiness. If he is curse-based removal, it does mean we want to focus on getting more attack power for our factotums as quick as possible, rather than lethal.
Our foes will have nightmares about me.
Give that factotum +2 health so it can take, or sorry, that guy +2 health so we can take the trade. Just in case he tricks out removal of this. I don't mind the 1 damage breaking a rune. I just need to make sure I can clear the drain next turn. Alright, so Slaughterfish spawning 2 for 1. And we got a rune bro. Oh, never mind. There's Old Salty. I was going to play... Oh, this is going to be brutal. Here, you can have a Halfinger. I'm going to take away any guard you get. You don't have time to play Halfinger. And if you do get time to play Halfinger, I've already lost. That hurt. Just grab a Gortwog. Why not? The Sparking Spider is short on stats for what it does, and the guard is negated by our Intimidate. I would imagine Gortwog and Intimidate are getting played next turn unless I can easily remove that. Preferably without casualties. There's a... What else am I doing? Nothing. Alright, so we're going to Gortwog Intimidate. Well, Intimidate, face, Gortwog. Get our order correct. Gives him something to remove. Hopefully he's not playing Dawn's Wrath. That would be unfortunate. Well, I'm almost certain he's playing it. But he could be Singleton.
A little distraction might prove useful.
Thus far, no duplicates. Alright, what are we doing next turn? 8 Magicka? Probably a Hulking Fabricant. into the Shadow Lane. Despite the fact we're playing into double lethal, I need to play around Dawn's Wrath. What do you pull me, Gortwog? You're gonna put a mammoth over there? Cool. Alright. We had some really good crabs. I'm content with that. 25 minutes, think we're gonna call that a video. We'll see what we got from this pool. And then from the pack that we pulled. The questing we did. Blades Flanker, 30 gold. Acceptable. Apparently Moons of Elsewhere. Nothing super fancy. Nothing super fancy. Alright. Guys, thank you very much. This Friday, I will have our next Future Fortress report up. That will kind of detail what we are looking at going into February. Other than that, website, Discord, Twitter, all of that's down below. Drop us a subscribe and a like here if you could, especially as we are looking at trying to figure out where content is going for the future. Otherwise, good vibes to you. Have yourselves a great night.